guys. So I wanted to do a quick video here to address a comment I hear often. So sometimes people say like they get why someone would need a real estate broker to sell a property, but why would they need one to purchase a property, right? Because you guys have access to Centris like everyone else, like we do, and you could just search your own properties. Now that might be true. However, there are certain documents that we have access that you do not. So for example, when you search on Centris, you have access to a certain amount of pictures on a property. We usually have more pictures on the back end that we can see of that property and that we can send you. Another thing we have access to is the seller's declaration. So when you do searches on Centris, you just see the property as is. You don't receive the documents that the listing broker has put online, right? That access is only for us, so we can have things like I said, the seller's declaration, or if some tests were done or other inspections, we would have those documents. There are other documents that we have access to, like municipal taxes, school taxes, deed of sale, and so on. You can find these things as well. It just takes a little bit more digging, and we find it a lot easier. But again, the seller's declaration, certain tests, these are things that only your broker would have access to. So when we do the research, yes, we have access to the same properties as you, but we have a little bit more information. Also, a broker that has been, doing real estate for quite some time, they have their bank of clients. So sometimes some of their clients that want to sell properties, we can use these properties and tell our buyers about them before we even put them online. So you get first access before anyone else because you're working with a buyer's broker. So that's the other reason. So first dibs before we put things online. Another reason is our insurance, which a lot of people don't know about. Our professional insurance can cover you during transactions up to some extent. That's an added plus, right? Why not? Insurance is always, in case shit happens. So it's always good to have. And personally, I go the extra mile for my buyers. So for example, I've had buyers who were interested in a property, but they couldn't make it during a certain time period for a visit, and we were pressed for time and it was a hot property, so I would go for them to visit this property, and then sometimes I'll FaceTime them while I'm visiting so they don't have to physically be there. What else have I done for my clients? I've had buyers who were thinking of buying a property, but they weren't sure what they could build on that land. And so I do the legwork for them. I go to the Office of Urbanism. I ask the questions about what is allowed to be built on this land. What are the steps? What are the permits that are required? And I gather all the information for him, because I don't know if you've ever tried to call some of these municipal offices, but you're on hold forever. So I don't just do the call. I actually go there. I go to the Office of Urbanism, and I do the lineup, and I ask the questions for you, and I get the documentation. And for my Anglophone clients, a lot of the time the paperwork is only in French, and so yours truly will translate it for you so that you know exactly what you're getting into. So again, quick recap, we do the research with you, but we have extra information. You can get first dibs because we have other clients that are selling, so you can get first dibs before we put it online. We have our professional insurance, and brokers like myself do the extra mile to make the process a whole lot easier for you. So few things to think about when you are thinking of buying, and you're all capable and information is super accessible, but there is still value to the added service that real estate brokers provide, especially if you're out of town. So when I get, I started over, I'm doing my recap, but one more thing. For my out of town clients, I'm kind of your tour guide at the same time. So I do all these things I just listed, but on top of it, You know, when you come to Montreal, I make sure that we've booked multiple visits to maximize your time here. And I take the time to tell you about the neighborhood and to show you around. And I stay in touch. And for those who know me, my clients, most of them become friends. And I want to make sure it's a good experience and that we build a long-term relationships. So, hey, one more reason to hire a broker. You'll make a new friend.